Hey guys, welcome back this week. Oh man, how was your week? Did you have a good time? Hopefully you guys got some learning in this week and some time with mom and dad. Well, are we ready? I am. So the first things you should have is you should have your activity page. Looks like this. Making much of Jesus. You should also be able to have your coloring page. Does everybody have those? All right, you preschoolers and kindergartens, are we ready? All right, here we go. So, what do you think of when you see a cross? Do you remember what a cross looks like? Kind of looks like a little T. We have a line, another one, right? What do you think of when you see that? On your activity page today, I want you to color only the squares with a dot. Okay, only the ones with a dot, and then I want you to see what picture is revealed. If we do this together, we should have a pretty cool picture. Remember to pause the video and do that. Color it. Now, when you're done, what do we see? We see a cross. And what do we know about crosses? That's right. We think of Jesus. In today's Bible story, we're again talking about Paul, and he's still in prison. But today we're going to read about a different book that he wrote, a different letter. He wrote a letter to the believers in Colossae. Now, the believers there knew the good news about Jesus, but new teachers had come and told them things about Jesus that weren't really true. So Paul wrote a whole letter just to remind them what was true. Okay, we're going to hear what he says in our Bible story today. So, first question, what do we know that is true about Jesus? Do you remember who his father is? And who else is part of the Trinity? We've talked about that a little bit. We've talked about God, who's the Father, Jesus, who's the Son, and do you remember the third one? The Holy Spirit. And we learned about the Holy Spirit a couple weeks ago, and we learned that he gives us help when we want to talk to others about Jesus or when we need help in general, right? So today, our Bible story in our Bibles comes from the book of Colossians. Okay? This book is a true book. It's the only book that has God's words in it. Well, the whole Bible does. Okay? So, Paul tells us that Jesus is the most important. Jesus is God's Son, and he died on the cross to rescue people from our sin. Now, here's the big question. Do you remember what sin is? Ready? Sin is what we do that helps separate us from God, right? Have we always had that? Yes. Ever since Adam and Eve sinned, right? It breaks us. But that's what Jesus did too, right? He helped make us better with Jesus and with God. Okay. So, are we ready to watch our video? I think we are. I'm going to hit pause on this video and let you watch it, and then I've got a couple more things for us to do. Right? Enjoy your video. How was the video? Was it good? Did you learn stuff? Because here's our questions. If you need to watch it again to make sure you were paying attention, then do so now, and then we can get to questions. Okay, are we ready now? Yes? All good? All right. Why were the believers in Colossae confused about the good news? Well, they were confused because new teachers had told them the wrong things. And that wasn't very nice of them. Now, since Paul was still a prisoner in Rome, how did Paul talk to his friends in Colossae? Do you remember? It's called something. It's called a letter. He wrote them a letter, and we have it called the book of Colossians. All right. Who did Paul say has always been with God? This is an easy one. Jesus. Jesus has always been with God. If you said the Holy Spirit, you're not wrong. That's right too. Last question. Whom did Jesus send? Whom did God send into the world to save people? If you said Jesus, that again is correct. All right, now comes the fun part. I need you to get up, get some wiggle rooms out, and we're going to sing our key passage song. So now I'm going to hit pause and I'm going to let you guys sing, and then we'll do it. A couple more things for you guys today. Okay? Awesome job, you guys. I hope you were able to get up and move. Remember, we always try our best, and that means singing and doing the actions when we can. All right, for this next part, you're going to need a piece of paper of any color you like. Today I happened to pick yellow because that was at the top of the box, and something to decorate with. So I chose to use stickers today. Little frogs and bees. And here's what we're going to do, okay? When Paul learned that his friends in Colossae were hearing untrue things about Jesus, he had to tell them the true things about Jesus. He needed them to know that Jesus is the most important thing of all. Important more than anything else in the world. Okay? He told them that Jesus had created everything in heaven and earth, and that he reminded them that Jesus is the head of the church. So we're going to take this piece of paper and we're going to write Jesus on it. Now this is backwards to you, I'm sorry, but it says J-E-S-U-S. If it's not backwards, then we did it right this week. So what you're going to do with this is you're going to take all your things to decorate. You can use buttons, you can use stickers, you can use crayons if you want to do patterns, you can do whole ribbons and string. You can do kind of whatever you want. What you're going to do, and I'll show you what mine looks like in a second, you're going to decorate. So, I'll show you what mine looks like. Mine looks like this. I've started, but I've started, okay? So I did my J. Do you see how my J is nicely decorated? I started my E too, but I didn't get very far. So I want you to decorate and trace the letters with whatever you're using. If you're using stickers or crayons or buttons or ribbon or string, whatever you're doing with till the entire thing is covered. And all we see is Jesus, because Jesus is most important of all. When you're finished that, I'll let you pause it here. And when you're finished that, we've got one more thing for you. We have your coloring page. Okay, and it has our main point on it right here. Our main point today is that Paul said that Jesus is most important. And that's the thing, you guys, for today. Jesus has always been the most important thing, and still today. Even though our world can be scary sometimes, and things don't always go how we think they do, we kept thinking we'd see you guys every week, and now we get to do it this way. That's how it is, but Jesus is still important. He is still God, and he is still good, and he still loves us, and no matter what, he is still most important. So that's it for today. As always, drop me a comment, send me a comment, no, drop me a comment below if you've watched this. Let me know. And if you want to interact and want to talk to me, get your mom and dad to tell me, email me, and we'll set up a time to talk because I miss you guys. Bye for now, and we'll see you guys next week.